Hi, it's Chris. I thought while I'm waiting for the new version of the 150 watt inverter to come out that can be solar charged, I'd take a look at this 120 watt car inverter that can be run off a cigarette lighter in the car or off an 18 volt RYOBI 1+ battery. Let's take a look at it. The little inverter can be powered by two different methods, either a 12 volt cigarette lighter or an 18 volt RYOBI battery, in this case a 9 amp hour battery. It's got an on-off switch. You have to hold it to turn it on and hold it to turn it off. And it's also the reset button if you pull too much power. It's got a 120 watt AC plug port, and it has two 2.4 amp USB ports. It has a connector here which you can either plug in the 18 volt adapter or the cigarette lighter adapter. Both cables are nice and heavy. I've got my RYOBI 120 watt car inverter plugged into my cigarette lighter, and I'm charging a RYOBI battery while I'm driving. If you have a portable jump starter like this one from Harbor Freight, you can plug the inverter in and then turn on lights and other things. You can get alligator clips that have a cigarette lighter socket on it, and you can use it with any battery. I've got my test light board here where I can turn on different wattage light bulbs. The inverter is rated at 120 watts. I'm running off a 9 amp hour 18 volt battery. If you press and hold the on button for a few seconds, it will turn green. And we've got a 100 watt bulb and a 40 watt bulb connected. Look at the kilowatt meter, it says about 140 watts. If we try to add 15 more watts, it's too much, and you can see the red lights blinking. Then you just hit it once and it will reset. We've got our oscilloscope hooked up to the inverter, and you can see it's a pretty poor approximation of a sine wave. I have a freshly charged 9 amp hour battery, and it says that it should be 162 watt hours. I've got my setup here, and I'm going to run the inverter with a 100 watt bulb and see how long it runs. I've zeroed out the timer, and I'm going to turn the light on. Very close to 100 watts. We'll come back later and see how long it ran. After about 2 minutes, the fan came on. The inverter only ran 1 hour and 8 minutes with a 100 watt load, so that's 113 watt hours, and the battery should have given us 162 watt hours, so the efficiency is only around 70%, which is not very good. We've got our inverter hooked up to a USB port tester, and we're going to see if we can get 2.4 amps out of the 5 volt ports. Getting around 2.4 amps. Got a little bit of a voltage drop. Let's see how much further we can go. 2.6, 2.7 amps. 2.8. So turned off just around 2.8 amps. So this is a nice little inverter for 50 bucks. Can't beat that. It would work well for charging laptops or running CPAP machines or small lights. It's nice that it runs on a 12 volt or 18 volt 1+ battery. I just wish that they would have added a Type-C charge port to it. It would be even better if it was a two-way power delivery port, so then you could charge it with solar. Well, if this review was helpful, please hit like and subscribe, and have a great day.